If you own even 10% of a foreign company, just 10%, the IRS may require you to file one of the most complicated forms in the entire tax code. It's called Form 5471. And if you ignore it, you're not just risking penalties. You're giving the IRS the right to audit that tax year forever. No statute of limitations, no expiration, ever. Let me explain exactly what this form is, who needs it, and why getting it wrong can cost you way more than getting it right. Hey, I'm Michael Brandwine with Gordon Law. We focus on complex international tax filings, the ones that most tax preparers don't know how to deal with. And Form 5471 is at the top of that list. So let's get into it. Form 5471 is an information return the IRS uses to track US persons who own stakes in foreign corporations. And if you're a US citizen, green card holder, US resident, or even a US business entity, and you own at least 10% of a foreign company, this form likely applies to you. And I want to be clear about something. This form doesn't calculate your taxes. It's a disclosure form. The IRS wants to know how much of that company you own, what the company is doing financially, and how that affects your overall tax picture. It's about transparency, and the IRS takes it extremely seriously. Before we go further, there's a form that sounds almost identical, and people confuse them constantly. Form 5471, you own part of a foreign company. Form 5472, a foreign person owns part of a US company. Completely different directions. If you're a US person with ownership in a foreign business, you're dealing with 5471. The IRS breaks filers into 5 categories, and they're not simple. Let me walk through them. Category 1 is for Section 965 transition tax filers. This was part of the 2017 Tax Cuts and Jobs Act and likely doesn't apply to you anymore. Category 2 applies if you're an officer or director of a foreign corporation where a US person acquires 10% of a foreign corporation. Category 3 applies when you buy or sell stock in a foreign company that crosses the 10% ownership threshold. Category 4, you have control. You own more than 50% of the company. Category 5, and this is the most common one, you own at least 10% of what the IRS calls a controlled foreign corporation, or CFC. Most people we work with fall into Category 4 or 5. If you have meaningful ownership in a foreign business, you're almost certainly filing this form. Here's where people underestimate the risk. If you don't file Form 5471 correctly, 3 things can happen. First, financial penalties. The IRS can hit you with $10,000 per form per year you missed it. Second, increased scrutiny. In missing 5471 tells the IRS you might be hiding income overseas. That's a fast track to a full audit. Third, and this is the one that really matters, there is no statute of limitations on a tax year where 5471 is missing. The IRS can audit that year 5, 10, 20 years from now. That alone should make this form a priority. Step 1, gather your records. Financial statements from the foreign company, transaction records, and ownership documentation. Step 2, identify your filer category. This determines which schedules you need to complete. There are multiple schedules. Schedule C covers income and expenses. Schedule J covers earnings and profits. And there are others depending on your category. Step 3, complete the required schedules and the main form. Step 4, attach it to your tax return. For individuals, that's your 1040. For corporations, Form 1120. File them together. Deadline for individuals, April 15th. Corporations, March 15th. Living abroad, June 15th. Extensions are available, but don't wait until the last minute. Gathering foreign company financials takes time. Mistakes happen. Maybe you filed under the wrong category. Maybe you missed a schedule. Maybe you entered the wrong numbers. When that happens, file an amended return as soon as possible. The sooner you correct it, the better your chances of avoiding or reducing penalties. The IRS is much more lenient with voluntary corrections than with errors they discover on their own. In some limited cases, you can skip it. If your ownership is genuinely below 10%, or if another US shareholder is already filing on your behalf. But here's what I tell every client. Most people who think they're exempt aren't. Don't assume, verify. There are exemptions for skipping Form 5471 in certain situations, but there are 0 exemptions for ignoring it. Ignoring it leads to penalties, audits, loss of tax benefits, and in extreme cases, criminal exposure. Form 5471 is high stakes. One mistake can cost you thousands, and missing it entirely can cost you much more. including your ability to close that tax year permanently. If you have any ownership in a foreign company, or you're not 100% sure whether this applies to you, get professional guidance. At Gordon Law, we handle Form 5471 filings regularly. We help clients stay compliant, avoid penalties, and clean up past mistakes. Click the link below or reach out to our team. And if you've dealt with Form 5471 before, drop your experience in the comments. I want to hear it. If this was helpful, like this video, subscribe, and check out our full series on international tax compliance. We cover all the major forms.